What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this really quickly. I want to send a shout out to Showbiz the Adult. I was watching his live stream a little while ago, guys. He's probably still on there right now. He's live streaming for the Conor McGregor fight. But he got to talking about the WBC franchise title, and he was basically comparing it with the WBA Super title. Now, we know when the franchise title first came out, Canelo Alvarez was the first person to actually become franchised by the WBC. Jamal Charlo was his mandatory at the time. Canelo didn't face Jamal Charlo. He was elevated to franchise champion, so Jamal Charlo became the WBC champion without having to fight Canelo Alvarez. Now, at the time, the rules were that the franchise title could not change hands, even if Canelo Alvarez lost the fight. You know, the titles could not change hands. Then that rule changed. Loma was the second boxer to become franchised from the WBC. Same scenario, except this time it was Devin Haney who was his mandatory. Devin Haney became the WBC regular champion, and Loma was elevated to franchise champion. Now, we know Loma lost that title. He was the first person to actually lose a franchise championship. In the ring, he lost it to Teofimo Lopez. So they're looking at Teofimo Lopez as being undisputed because they're looking at the franchise title now as basically equivalent, I would say, to a WBA Super title. And that was the point that Showbiz was making. What's the difference between the WBA Super and the WBC franchise title? And now that the rules have been changed, that they can, actually change hands, there is no difference in those titles. Your WBA Super has no mandatories, and he was using Manny Pacquiao as an example. Manny Pacquiao doesn't have any mandatories, but if you look at the WBA regular at 147, it's Ugas. He has a mandatory that he has to face, and the same thing goes for Devin Haney. Devin Haney's the WBA regular champion, and he still has to face his mandatories. So even though we griped about the WBC franchise champion, it's basically the same thing as the WBA Super that we're really not griping about. It's just that, the WBA Super's been around a lot longer, and we don't really complain about it. And this WBC franchise title is a new thing, and we've been having issues with it. I've had issues with it myself in the past, but he made perfect sense on that comparing those two different sanctioning body titles together. It's basically the same thing. So I guess I shouldn't really have any gripes about it if I'm not going to gripe about the WBA, but I'm going to be making griping about the WBC franchise title. They're basically the same thing. So, but that's all I want to say, guys. Tell me what you think about this situation with the WBA Super title and the WBC franchise title basically being the same thing. Do you agree? Let me know in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.